pull straight, they don't twist as you tighten them up. So areas like this where I have barely any clearance to get the ratchet in there, as I'm tightening a clamp, it's pulling both sides of the metal together at the same time instead of just one side rotating around as you're tightening it. Because that's what the original clamps did. I got one more. Then we can start this up. I've never seen clamps like that before, or not in the US. Usually you get the screw hose clamps or the weird C clamps that Honda had on here. It didn't work with a crap. These appear to be stainless. I can't really tell for sure. This 12, and by your hand there, Mel. Keep going back. There's a 12mm socket. It's laying there by itself. There you go. Thank you. So how's it looking down there?
Shiny.
I gotta clean all my fingerprints off of it before I... So what we'll do is, after I get these last bolts tightened up, because the glass cleaner's inside the house, we'll make us a cup of tea, and then we'll have some tea while we fire up the bike. How's that sound?
Okay.
Yeah, at our choice. We don't have to do afternoon tea, you know. Thanks to Yankee, we got all kinds of tea now. Proper tea. Snug these dudes up. Then I still get to do the other side. One more side, and then we can get tea, and then we can fire it up. Oh, I gotta clean my mitt prints off of everything. Oh, my ass is getting tired of getting up and down. Crap that I do for this bike. Better appreciate it.
My ass is getting tired of following you around.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I know how difficult it is to stand there looking cute with a camera and all. Oh.
Sorry?
No, you're not. That's the comic relief you've been looking for, me banging my head. Look, I get a big old greasy sweat spot on the turd signal. You know you're getting at the end of the job. Everyone's getting slap happy. If I had to do this over again, knowing what I know now, I guess a bit of advice for anyone who buys the ultra rare set of Marving Custom Exhaust for their Super Magna: take these brackets off, put the pipes together on the ground first with the brackets on, and then move them underneath the bike and slide it all up as one unit. Then you won't have to go through all this hell. If I had known that, I would have been done an hour ago. I had to figure that out because they don't come with instructions. They just come in a box, wrapped up. Good luck. Ciao, right? Yeah, Melly says I gotta cool it. I don't want to make fun of the Italians and piss them off. I have all kinds of hate mail. I don't hate the Italians. I'm just joking. They don't get their panties in a wad. If only movie magic happened in real life, these bolts would be on this bike and I'd be driving it by now.
Through the magic of editing.
Yeah. Through the magic of editing, no one else has to deal with this boring shit. You do know your silliness may or may not make it into the final cut.
That's alright.
I used to think you're crazy, but now I see you're nuts. Right, Mel?
Right.
I had these pipes laying on the ground earlier. I was comparing the two. I think one thing that I didn't mention, I think that these tubes are slightly smaller diameter than the original ones. That brake stay and brake level rod clears these pipes without any dimple in the pipes like the other ones got. Wonder what good liquor goes in the tea. With coffee, you could put Kahlua in coffee, you could put Bailey's in coffee. Tea's got a different flavor to it. I don't think it pairs well with liquor.
Liquor, I hardly even know her.
Yeah, I was going to say that one too. Uh-huh. One more bolt. Sorted. It's time for a cup of tea, Melly.
Yay!
Cheers, Mel.
Okay.
So we've had our tea, right, Mel?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so fire it first time.
Mm.
We'll probably start up with the fuel and carburetors. I gotta check for exhaust leaks while it's warming up. Still need to. No leaks. Yay! That little bit of smoke you see coming out, that's the silicone RTD curing. Not leaking anywhere. It's all back together. See my headlight? Look how bright that sucker is. That's the that LED headlight conversion I did. Still not entirely sold on the whole billet cap end here. They look nice, but it just doesn't look like the originals. I don't hate it. I'm just not in love with it. Maybe I'll just paint the center section black and leave the outer ring of it chrome. But at any rate, she certainly looks nice. Let's fire it back up. It's getting darker out because it's getting ready to rain. So, don't choke. Not quite up to temperature yet. When it gets warm, it'll creep from that 1,000 up to about 1,200. 1,1500 is a good idle. I like 1,500. It can physically idle lower than that, but I want to keep the oil pressure up. It's got a nice deep sound to it now. I have not had a chance to ride it yet. It took me all day to get these on, but they look great. Makes my paintwork look shabby as hell now, but that'll be my next big project. There we go. That is what a Marving Custom Exhaust system for a VF700 or VF750c Magna from 1987 through 1988. That's what it sounds like, that's what it looks like, and that's how big a pain in the rear end it is to put on. It does eventually go on. My tips for this is to take the brackets off that mount to the chassis and mount them to the new pipes all together at once on the ground before you slide it up underneath the bike, because it'll make your life a lot easier. But it doesn't come with instructions, so I had to figure that one out on my own. I've still got to put the side cover on it here, so let me do that real quick. There we go. Got the little side cover on. I'm going to strip some of these parts this winter and polish them, like the this cover where the clutch and the shaft drive output and the gear shift mechanism all lives underneath that cover. I think that's the stator. No, clutch is on the other side, I think. That's got to be stator cover. Maybe the valve covers, I don't know. The wheels for sure, I want to shine those up. Fork tubes, they have clear coat on and it's all chipping off. Got lots of work to do, but she looks good and she runs. That's all I can ask for. Well, there you go. It's all finished, buttoned up, put back together, and tested. No exhaust leaks. Runs sounds good. Couldn't be happier. We'll see how good it sounds when I'm driving down the road when I can really open it up. It's not that much louder than the stock, but it's got the Marving exhaust has a much deeper tone to it for sure. Anyhow, at this point I don't know what kind of mods I'm doing to the bike. Don't know if they're going to be mods or just restoration, but for now I'm just going to ride it for a while. Got a lot of stuff I did to it this year, and I got to find a place to paint the bike yet, and I got to figure out whether or not I want to go back to candy apple red, or I've been thinking about like a burnt orange metallic. I might do more of a metal flake on the red, and I might like that too. But at any rate, thanks for watching. Stay safe out on the roads, and I'll talk to you guys later.